From Washington Chinese TV, I'm Leo.
From Washington Chinese TV, I'm Chen.
A historical documentary, The Founders of New China. A look at China in the past 100 years.
To understand China, let us first appreciate China's 5,000-year civilization.
China, 5,000 years of civilization history background. We will meet you soon.
The most powerful dynasties in China: Qin, Han, Tang, Yuan, Ming, Qing. It is also a powerful empire that appeared in the ancient East for thousands of years. The Qin dynasty, the first unified and centralized empire in Chinese history, laid the basic structure of China's political system for more than 2,000 years. The first to unify China, unify writing, build broad roads, and implement the Shangyang reform in politics, military, economy, and transportation, becoming the world's most powerful country. Han Dynasty was the first empire in Chinese history to achieve true unity in the Yellow River Basin and the Yangtze River Basin. It is very representative in Chinese history and has an important position as a link between the past and the future. The Han Dynasty was the most advanced civilization and powerful empire in the world at that time. Tang Dynasty, one of the most powerful countries in the world at that time. The Tang Dynasty achieved high achievements in culture, science and technology, politics, economy, and diplomacy, and it is considered to be the heyday of Chinese history. A large number of scientific and technological inventions appeared in the Tang Dynasty. Among the four ancient inventions, gunpowder and printing all came from the Tang Dynasty. The Tang Dynasty was a prosperous dynasty. Yuan Dynasty, a special era in the continuation of Chinese history. It is a rare dynasty in Chinese history that was successfully established by ethnic minorities in the Central Plains. Ming Dynasty, the last antiquated monarchy dynasty established by the Han in Chinese history. The Ming Dynasty was a prosperous era in China after the Zhou, Han, and Tang dynasties. The Qing dynasty made contributions in determining the territory, increasing population, and developing culture. Papermaking. The invention of papermaking came from the Han Dynasty in China, and made a very valuable contribution to the spread and development of human culture. Compass. The compass was called Sinan in ancient China. According to the historical records of the Chinese Gukanlu, it first appeared in the area of Sichuan during the Warring States period. It was a kind of device used by ancient Chinese to distinguish directions, and divination and feng shui to determine the position. The invention of the compass has an immeasurable effect on the development of human science, technology, and civilization. Gunpowder. The invention of gunpowder originated from the fire alchemy of traditional Chinese medicine to find the medicine for immortality. The accidental fire during alchemy inspired people to recognize and invent gunpowder. Gunpowder was originally used to make fireworks, and was used in acrobatic performances. Create a mysterious atmosphere, which was later used by the military. Printing has undergone two stages of development: engraving and movable type printing. Engraving technology inherits the techniques of seal, rubbing, and printing, and dyeing. The techniques of seal, rubbing, and dyeing are said to be derived from Chinese 3 generations of pottery craftsmanship. This craft originated from the deed of oracle bone inscriptions, and the inscriptions cast in bronze. Oracle bone inscriptions are the origin of Chinese characters. Chinese characters have undergone more than 6,000 years of changes. The process is oracle bone inscriptions, bronze inscriptions, small seal, official script, regular script, running script, cursive script. The oracle bone inscriptions of Chinese civilization are a kind of pictograph. The ancients used their own thinking mode to express their thoughts with graphics, engraved on tortoise, beast bones. Inscriptions on gold and stone are words carved on bronze ware, stone tablets, and stone drums. After Qin unified the country, the characters were unified into Qin Xiaozhuan. The written form of Chinese civilization began with the discovery of oracle bone inscriptions, and continues to the present. The Egyptian civilization also started with hieroglyphs, including Maya culture, which used hieroglyphs, but in the end all the forms of these civilizations were discontinued.
Chinese characters, grammar, and logic of thinking have never broken down in this legacy. Chinese characters are broad and profound. It has surpassed the simple concept of characters and has continuously rooted 5,000 years of culture in China. Today, China has closely linked the children of China with 56 ethnic relatives and made more than 1.4 billion people of China into a family. In fact, China has already had a mature civilization system, and Chinese civilization has long been the spirit of Children of China totem. The Chinese nation is a great and outstanding nation, and the Chinese civilization is also the most unique civilization.
Traditional Chinese medicine culture. The first surviving TCM theory monograph Huang Di Nei Jing, which was published more than 2,000 years ago, initially laid the theoretical foundation of TCM. Since then, the more famous classical medical books include Difficulty Scripture, Treatise on Febrile and Miscellaneous Diseases, and Trends on the Sources of Diseases and so on. Shannon's Materia Medica is the earliest surviving monograph on pharmacology in China. Tang Materia Medica is the first pharmacopoeia promulgated by the government in ancient China, and the earliest national pharmacopoeia in the world.
China, the four names are the peoples. Republic of China is a socialist country located in East Asia, and led by the Communist Party of China, founded on October 1, 1949. The capital is Beijing.新中国缔造者讲述新中国的历史、理论与实践、成功与失败，追溯那为新中国浴血奋战的先烈和勤劳工作的中国人民，创造奇迹般的人文历史进程。历史纪录片《新中国缔造者》让世界看到中国的变化与速度、成就与实力，让世界更多了解中国，让世界更多了解中国人民，促进中美两国人民的友谊，促进世界各族人民的友谊。历史纪录片《新中国缔造者》纯属民间收集、整理、编辑、制作，最能代表大众对悠久历史的态度。纪录片还原中国100年的历史，诠释中国历史最特别的100年，展现中国人民的勤劳和善良，剖析中国是如何从贫困走向世界。精神文明是物质文明的基础，人类文明是世界发展非物质文明。精神文明对提升人类命运共同体意识和世界经济复苏具有不可估量的价值。历史纪录片《新中国缔造者》将改变大多数人的世界观。中国的邻国日本、韩国、英国、美国等国家都曾见过中国最落魄的模样，很多国家的人都没有去过中国，无法真正了解中国，这是一个遗憾。新中国缔造者带你穿越中国100年，刷新你的中国印象。